Hey, welcome to the channel, everybody. I am Mike the Steel Burner. Today we're going to be doing a dessert, and not just any dessert, one of my favorites, ice cream. All right, I guess that's probably a lot of other people's favorites as well, but I'm making this one a little bit special because, well, for a few reasons. I'm going to be making it with my Ninja Creamie here, and the flavor of the ice cream is going to be one of my favorite recent finds, actually last summer. I'm going to be making a shaken espresso ice cream. Yes, you heard it right, a shaken espresso. So I'm going to take this and turn it into that. Okay, now let me go on about shaken espresso just for a moment. I found this last summer. I'm sure it's been out for quite a while, but I stumbled across it. Became my all-time favorite summer drink. Iced shaken espresso. It really doesn't get any better than that for me. Now, I'm not going to make an espresso right now because let me go ahead and explain how I obtain my espresso. When I'm making cold drinks, anything that I'm mixing with a flavor or what have you, I'm not too picky about my espresso. Now, if I'm drinking a straight shot of espresso, I'm very picky about it. Now, there comes a time, and this happens every day if you're making espresso. Every day. In fact, if you're making a lot of espresso, if you're in a cafe or a barista, you're going to be doing this probably several times a day. And that's dialing in your espresso grinder. And I learned a long time ago, don't waste anything. And I would be dialing in my grinder here because it's going to change. Your espresso changes every day. And sometimes they change throughout the day. You know, you start out with a humid day and then all of a sudden a storm comes through and it gets drier, what have you. There's going to be changes in those beans. And when they change, your grind changes if you're making espresso. So every morning when I would come into my shop, I'd crank up that espresso machine. While it's warming up, I'm grinding my beans. Now, I'm not grinding a bunch of them. I'm just trying to find out, you know, is my grind correct? Is it, you know, am I getting the right flow? And when it is, it's great. But when it's not, you've got to make some adjustments. So I don't throw those adjustments away. I'll pull a shot or two, and if it's not right, it's too fast or too slow, whatever, I'm saving those. And they all go into a nice little jug, and they went into the refrigerator. And when we made iced espresso drinks or frozen espresso drinks, we were using that good, it's fresh espresso. And but we were saving it, and it was already chilled, so we weren't diluting any ice or what have you. So there you have it. That's the reason why. Well, that's how I obtain my espresso from my drinks. Most importantly, for my flavored drinks and my ice drinks. All right, enough of the explanation. What is a shaken espresso? Shaken espresso is quite simply a couple shots, normally 2 shots, a double shot of espresso. In this case, I have 80 grams or about almost 3 ounces of espresso here. What you do to that is you take a tablespoon for each shot of brown sugar. And in this case, I'm using healthy brown sugar here. I'm using my monk fruit brown sugar. You go ahead and you give that a stir until you think the sugar is dissolved. And you're going to shake this, so don't get too heck bent on this, okay? All right, I think it's mixed up enough. Then I go ahead and I temper this, and I fill it up to almost the top of the container. Probably about almost a cup of oat milk. Give it another turn. Then you put it into a shaker. This shaker already has ice in it. In the shaker it goes. Top on, make sure everything's tight, then give it a shake. Now I usually shake this until it's nice and freezing cold. Now normally I would just take this and pour this into fresh ice in a glass, and that would be it. But since we're making ice cream, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour this into my creamy container. Doop, 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 doop. Do you have to use oat milk? Nope. You want to use whole milk? Go ahead. Almond milk? Go ahead. Now I take this and I add a little bit more oat milk until I get to the line here on the creamy container. Give it another stir. Into the freezer. 24 hours. Now I already have a frozen shaken espresso standing by in the freezer. So we're just going to swap them out. I'm going to come back. We'll load up our creamy here and we're going to make some ice cream. Alrighty, we are back. This has been sitting out for 15 minutes. I also ran it under some warm water just to release the ice from the side of the container for about 15 seconds or so. Now I'm sure there's a few people out there saying, well, I don't have a Ninja Creamie. Can I make regular ice cream with it? I don't know. I've never tried. I do know, and I haven't tried this either, but I know it will work, is you can make a nice granita with this. What you would do would put this into like a, I don't know, like 8x8 cake pan, and you would go ahead and put it in the freezer, and like every half hour or hour or so, you'd come by with a fork and scrape that up until you get a nice slushy going on there. Perfect consistency for a granita and arguably just as good. So there you go. You can make a granita with it. Alrighty, enough talking, right? Let's get in our container here. You get the little receptors in the bottom so it fits in there. It kind of locks in. Get the top on. Lock the top. Onto the creamy machine you go. Slide it over. And are we on? We are on. Now, I need to get my other eyeballs out over here. Now, I am not going to use the ice cream setting. I'm going to go ahead and hit the light ice cream setting. Now it's going to get really loud in here, so I'm going to come back in a few minutes when this stops, and we'll see. We got probably going to go through 2 spins. Okie dokie, first spin down. Now I'm going to do 2 spins, but you have a little button over here. Let's bring it back down into position. Remove your lid. And it's kind of granulated, which I expected it to be. Now I always do at least 2 spins. And the reason why is sometimes there's some ice crystals still built up on the inside of the container. So I like to take and use a little spatula and go down through here and get that off. Just remove it from the sides. Doesn't take long. Just get in there, move it down, try not to make a mess like I am right now. And as you can see, it is kind of granular right now. No worries, because the second spin is going to take care of that. And then really, out of all the Ninja Creamies I've made, I've rarely had it where after 1 spin, I was ready to go. All right, so after you're done scraping everything down, I kind of go back and I flatten out the top. Anything else on the edge there, back into the container. Go ahead and get it back into the vessel there. Locked in. Top back on. Get this back on. Sling it over. Now, I am not going to hit ice cream again. I'm going to go ahead and hit respin. There you go. In about a minute, we'll be ready to go again. Okay, coming down to the end here. Ooh. It's got to be ready now. Release. Pull your top off. Looking great. Oh my goodness. It's so easy. Look at that. Nice and creamy. Should I try it right now just as it is? Alrighty. I don't know if you can see in there, but look how creamy this is. It's like ice cream, but it's gonna be my favorite ice cream. If you've ever had a shaken espresso, There you go. Frozen version, shaken espresso. This is so good. Fat-free, dairy-free, because we're using the oat milk, and sugar-free, because we're using the monk fruit brown sugar. Oh, so healthy, right? So hey, let's do this episode shout out. This episode shout out is to all you sailors out there that have your own espresso machines and you're concocting some pretty cool stuff. Well, now you know one more thing. If you got an espresso machine and a Ninja Creamie, you can make ice cream. You got an espresso machine and you want to make some frozen granita, shaken espresso frozen granita, there you go. This episode is dedicated to you. So hey, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, share. And right over there, hit that logo. It makes it so much easier to subscribe to the channel. So until next time, thanks, and we'll see you.